Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see here on our channel or our website. Reach out to me directly, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing a 2020 limited edition of 250 pieces in media blasted titanium. This is the gorgeous Zenith Defy El Primero 21 Land Rover edition, part of Zenith's 2016 to present partnership with Land Rover vehicles. This is my favorite version of an endlessly iterated model. The most distinctive and, in my opinion, the most discreet. I think this is the design gem among them. Now, the size is familiar. Titanium, blackened and media blasted, but 44 millimeters in diameter, 15.2 millimeters thick, and 50 millimeters from lug to lug across the wrist. It's a cushion shape, characteristic of the 1970s Zenith Defy sports watches, and you can see on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, I've got plenty of clearance on each side. That's your down the barrel shot. The overhead shot showing again, I could wear this on a smaller wrist. And then the cuff shot showing it's not a thin watch, but you should be okay with a jacket. Now the watch could probably be worn on a wrist as small as 14 centimeters in circumference, both because of the shape and because of the lightness of the titanium construction. Taking a quick look at the strap, the watch has both rubber and compound rubber and textile straps from the factory, and this is the rubber and textile strap. You can see there's a stitching and a contrasting stitch to go with it in distinctive orange. It is a rubber strap, so taking a page from Hublot's playbook, you can see it's an integrated design that nicely matches the swell and the taper of the lugs. Rubber on the bottom, and of course you've got a matching media blasted blackened titanium clasp that has a Zenith star inset, and there's a twin trigger release system, so this one can't pop open. You have to press both triggers. The excess length tucks underneath the clasp, which cleans up the look as no excess length is visible flapping in the breeze, and there's no need for minder loops on the opposite side. I mentioned the case is derived from the 1970s geometrically faceted Zenith Defy sports watch cases, and you can see here all in media blasted titanium. It has a lovely techno-industrial look. It feels resolutely modern, almost austere, and it fits the image of the early Land Rover off-roaders more so than the modern luxury vehicles. This is like a stripped out Series 1, 2, or 3 with a metal interior that you can hose out. But it is beautifully detailed, and it has a few thoughtful flourishes of color, both externally and on the dial. Most of these feature skeleton or open-worked dials, which feel a little bit like a cliche of our time, and also something that's endemic and overused in the LVMH watch group. So Zenith is doing well to get away with a full solid dial in a family of watches generally open-worked. This is the better look to my eye. I have a more conservative taste. Now you can see the watch features the 1/100th of a second foudroyant. It has a second escapement that operates at 360,000 vibrations per hour. I'll do my best to show this, but there are two separate escapements, two separate balance wheels. One is the El Primero operating at 36,000 vibrations per hour. That's automatic winding with a 50-hour power reserve. The second escapement for the Chronograph operates at 360,000 vibrations per hour. It has to be wound manually through the crown, and it has a 50-minute power reserve with a power reserve display up at the top of the dial. The power reserve display has been minimized. You can see as you wind it, it transitions from a sort of orange and silver candy cane to all gray. Again, this is an understated model. The watch is also fascinating in that you can operate the two parts of the watch separately. Note that when I activate the hacking seconds for the time, the chronograph continues to operate, and this is the first ever hacking Zenith El Primero, so that is an important feature to call out. It also makes a distinctive sound. When you listen to it, it's almost like an old Beta 21. The chronometer certified 53 joule caliber 9004 is exclusive to Zenith. It, of course, is water resistant down to 100 meters, so this is not just a sporty and rugged looking watch, it is in fact a sports watch. Once again, automatic winding supplies the power for the time telling functions, and then the watch has a manual wind 50-minute power reserve for the chronograph functions. This car and truck inspired watch fires on all cylinders. It is my favorite among the Defy El Primero 21s. Email tmosso at thewatchbox.com. That's tmosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. And we're back with the Defy Land Rover. You can see the rare orange color of superluminova.